the big problem we had this week, which I mean I don't see it being a big problem because I'll go into elaboration about it.
Mm-hmm.
Is T-Mobile has decided to not only kick the hornet's nest, but spray it with gasoline and set that motherfucker on fire.
Dang, Keon, strong words from a.
Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, this is how people think they feel. They feel the same exact way they felt when Netflix said no more password sharing.
What happened?
Hmm.
And what happened? The people paid.
People paid their money, and I think that this is going to be the same thing. So let's get the rundown real quick for those who are not caught up, but might be trying to get informed. T-Mobile has raised pricing. First off, I was wrong. I've already apologized to everybody involved. I've called Sneed,
Can we get a
Carlos,
round of applause
Tyrone.
for that
Huh?
admission of being wrong? Can we get a round of
I,
applause?
hey, I'm a big man, literally. Plus, metaphorically speaking and physically. So I can admit my faults. I can. I was wrong. I didn't think that they were going to raise pricing like this. I thought they were going to raise pricing like kind of like new services, new perks, whatever. You want the 5G light bulb to go off here. Pay us $5 more. I thought they were going to do stuff like that, right? But I didn't think they were
They
going to do. Go ahead, Brandon.
the thing is, admin, is that people, they know that how do I say it? They're not gonna upsell 5G because they know people wouldn't actually pay for it.
I think they will.
No, they wouldn't. It's like,
Bro, what is that? What was that? No radio. Are you drilling holes in your wall, sir?
That's what she said.
Look, Brandon. Here's the thing. I think that people who were past tense, people who were on T-Mobile and Sprint before they merged, had a expectation level that was of I'm on a low tier network, but I can get MVNO pricing. Now that T-Mobile is a good God, that's loud. Hold on, no, wait, what is that?
Those are the people clapping for you, man. They clapping for you.
No, man, that sounds like a whole bunch of people, smacking. I'm not gonna. Never mind. I'm not gonna go down that road. But anyway, but here's the problem. Old T-Mobile, which Brandon loves to tell me they're not, old T-Mobile operated more like a cell carrier that was an MVNO.
no, it
Okay,
didn't.
yes, it did.
It
Yes, it
operated
did.
as a it, no it but no it operated as a budget carrier.
No, MVNO, because MVNOs are more budget friendly than like Mint Mobile, $15 a line,
No,
$15 a
but no,
month.
but Edmund, no. Because the when I say budget is because they gave you truly unlimited data and they gave you perks
And
and it's postpaid.
the MVNOs
Yes.
didn't do that, so that doesn't. It's not.
Yeah.
Well, I look at kind of like a hybrid of, right. Like you take the best of and you mash them together, right. You are a cell carrier that has physical hardware in the field, but you're trying to get as many customers as you can by hook or by crook, right.
Oh, you
And
mean what?
normally,
You mean what Cricket did first?
yeah, yes,
No.
yes, exactly what Cricket did. I mean, here's the thing: you built your network on you. T-Mobile built their network on the lowest common denominator, of customers. The people who did not qualify for a line from Verizon or AT&T. You see what I'm saying? Or they wanted to have service, but AT&T and Verizon were too expensive. That's who they grabbed, right? And that's how they built their network. They built it from the lowest common denominator. Now
They
they became a bigger company, and no radio is going to understand this. As a child, I once thought as a child. Now that I'm a man, I must do adult things. And apparently they had to go ahead and do the adult thing and raise pricing.
They even raised pricing on Metro PCS a month ago, or
No,
about
didn't
three
they?
weeks
I
ago.
thought they changed the plans.
Well, they changed the plans.
No, radio,
Already,
your clapping
is
machine
that
is
the
broken.
Jefferson reunion
The
place?
clap machine is broken.
No, but they created new plans, and I think the most expensive plan is $75. Yeah, it's seventy five
Yeah,
dollars.
but guess what? You can walk in there and get a plan without having to give anything, like personal identification. You could just get it. You know, when you go into like these stores, they're like, "Oh, we got to run a credit check. We got to see who you are. We want to X, Y's, and Z's." You can walk into Metro and be like, "Yo, give me a plan." They're like, "All right, cool. Here you go. Have a nice day."
But Edmund, one of the things that blows my mind is that they are going to charge you a $40 activation fee.
No radio.
So, like, if
Just make it clap. No radio. You ain't right, sir. But no,
they're gonna
Brandon.
ch-
Hey,
they're
go
gonna
ahead.
charge you if, for example, the family of four came from AT&T or Verizon or Lord knows where they came from, and there was four lines they had to activate. They literally have to pay $200.
Yes, but guess what? If you are a person, let's say, that are not trying to be seen, or you don't want nobody to know that phone number or whatever, you pay the $40 and nobody knows who you are. There's value in
No,
that
no, no,
too.
no, no. I'm talking about the postpaid side.
But the thing, like I said, the prepaid side is where I think majority of the customers are going to end up going to anyway.
Not
I
necessarily.
look, look at it from this
Because
standpoint.
Tyrone said the same thing a long time ago when he started saying, "Oh, the carriers are going to raise pricing and stuff like that. They're going to automatically go to prepaid because prepaid at the time was getting cheaper and cheaper."
Well, here's the thing.
And
That would have been perfectly fine if T-Mobile didn't directly raise pricing and
Well,
let these legacy people stay on.
well, this is technically already happening, Brandon, with the Verizon customers all jumping ship and going to MVNOs.
Right.
They're already so
no,
T-Mobile is probably going to have something similar happen as these prices keep raising. You may see a mass exodus to people going to prepaid because of it.
And you
right,
know what?
and like
And you
I
know
was
what?
telling
On that
Carlos the
note,
other
good riddance
day,
to bad rubbish. Bye.
like I
Leave.
no, but like I was telling Carlos and them the other day, I think one of the main reasons why T-Mobile bought Mint Mobile was because they wanted people to pay either annually or quarterly to get a good
So,
to get like a set pricing.
Or
but there's
really,
still
they
a
want to control
MVNO.
prepaid pricing so they can keep people in the trap, basically. Because
Yeah, well,
you own the
I mean that
MVNOs
too.
and yourself, then you can make the MVNO pricing so close in proximity that there's no reason to jump ship.
Well, or you look at it from this, and this could be the nefarious side. They knew they were going to raise pricing, go after Mint Mobile, because as soon as they raise pricing, guess where people are going to run to? Who you going to run to?
I mean, I'm gonna go on
They're
record
going to
on
all
something
jump on.
right now.
They're going to all jump on Mint, and they still on T-Mobile. Remember what all the people that on Verizon said? Hey, they going over the cable. Oh, they still paying Verizon. Well, guess what? They're going to jump over the Mint, and they still paying T-Mobile. There you go.
Yeah. History has proven this. That's very plausible.
And that's what's going to happen. They bought Mint Mobile before they end up getting all those customers from them getting ready to raise pricing.
I mean,
That's very very slick.
I'm gonna go on record on something.
What's that?
Visible will raise pricing within 6 months.
Visible?
I agree.
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh,
They
with
will
this
be
with
like, we're providing unlimited hotspot. You get a free watch access and all that crap.
but the thing is I don't know, man. I don't see that being viable.
I,
Not when you got T-Mobile literally getting ready to reclaim all their customers back again.
I mean, even Verizon ain't giving away free watch lines.
Yeah,
They're
they
not doing
literally
that.
raise prices on them.
Yeah.
But I just see like the nefarious side of it now. Like as I've had enough time to process it. So remember a couple months ago they had that scare where everybody was like, "Oh man, am I on that plan? Am I on the right plan?" They were talking about plan migrations
They
and different
would have
plans were gonna.
they would have
No, no,
literally shot themselves in the head if they
no,
would
no.
have really pursued.
That was to check to see how much of a sting it was going to be. That's what it was. It was, like people like me and Sneed and Carlos and everybody else was like doing articles about it, and they wanted to see exactly how much it was going to hurt. You can always say, "Hey, look, we were just testing stuff," and that's what they said. They were like, "Oh, we were working on a test. It was nothing serious. Don't worry." And then they kind of pulled away from it and they went quiet. Well, they got enough data from that to find out exactly how bad it was going to be. So they checked the system before they pulled this number. And no radio. Guess what? I still ain't got a text message on raising my pricing yet.
So apparently, it's so sad to say, but a lot of people, they said that a lot of people aren't going to get the text messages. And the worst part of it all, that price tag takes effect in 2 weeks.
Yes, you want to know why? Check this out. You want to know what I suspect is happening is
Hmm.
when I became a T-Mobile customer, I didn't request anything. I didn't try to get deals. I wasn't. Look, I just wanted service. Give me your service. I'm gonna go about my business. I don't call T-Mobile every 45 days and trying to get whatever, and people going, "Oh, I deserve this and I deserve that." And you know how you had the secret thing that
You're saying you
uh
think they only attack freeline people?
no, not so much as freelance people. I think they attack people who they got those like the insider deals, the people who kept getting like insider deals or something special on their account. They went after them
Well,
and probably and them
we
and the
need to
Sprint
see.
customer.
We need to see your. We
Mm,
need to see your
no,
bill.
Edmund,
If they
no,
never,
they,
if they never get Keon, then we got to figure out what's different about him. If they never
Hey,
get him,
look, I pay for all 5 lines on Magenta Max, all 5.
no, but Edmund, they're
I
going
don't have a
after
single free
everybody.
line. I don't
oh
have a single
yeah,
free line on my account.
They're
No,
going after.
no, they're not. Look, even there, here you go. There's another article that even said, like, yo, if you haven't got a text message yet, more than likely you're not getting one. I haven't
that don't mean
Right.
received
your
one
that don't
yet.
mean your bill ain't gonna go up though. That's why I said we
That-
got to see the bill.
yeah, we do have to see the bill.
We got to see the
But
bill.
the thing is they
So
if you
until
let it
then, let's not
wow,
speculate.
that's true.
You love speculating, man. Be spectacle. I'm gonna change your name to. Your name's about to be Community Mobile Speculation. You keep this up, sir.
Hey man, I want to know what's gonna happen in the future. Hey, look, I'm gonna be wrong about a lot of stuff. I was wrong about the price hike,
Well, I go ahead and
but
tell you, man. I feel like I'm gonna tell you like this though, man. I'm getting to the point where I'm about to go 100% MVNO, no matter what.
ooh,
Yeah, I'm getting to that point. Yeah, I'm coming down to the line, brother.
ah. But you know what? I mean, the thing is depending on what service that you decide to go with, I don't think you can go too wrong. Maybe Cricket might not be the best if you are in the city though.
What I'm getting at is like I could probably once because okay, my oldest girl, she about to start working. Guess who's gonna be paying her cell phone bill? Her. I
That's
can
true.
kick her off mine and put her on some crappy plan, and then
Right,
only me and my wife get what we want. You know,
right.
I might stick like I remember I told you this before. I may put all of them on MVNO, and I'm the only one on the premium
That's true.
because
I see you doing that.
I have a situation where I can get them unlimited data lines for $15 a piece. But
I'm surprised you haven't already done it.
yeah, well, not yet, but I'm right there. I can do it.
I believe it.
So what I'm getting at is once my Verizon discount runs out, unless they give me another discount, most likely I've got 3 of my lines going to be leaving Verizon immediately.
Ooh,
Edmund, I'm gonna say something. I
what's up?
think in the next coming months, T-Mobile is going to start advertising for the home internet 2-year price lock
2 year
because
price
they don't.
lock?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, here's the
And
thing.
the
It's
and the reason why I say that is because they know they will raise prices,
well,
and
they look
they don't want
raising
to say, and
pricing.
they don't want to say what it's going to be,
But
because
here's the
I
thing.
like people like SpeedTech only paid $25 for it,
Yeah, but here's the thing.
which
I
is
don't
dirt
necessarily
cheap and
think
nice.
that T-Mobile raising pricing is like the end all be all. As long as they're still seen as valued under their competitor, that's the mantra they got to constantly hold. But
I mean,
understand,
they're almost.
it was inevitable they were going to have to do something. I just didn't know what I just didn't think they were going to take the direct approach.
I mean,
They
we
went
all
in there,
knew this
smacked
day was
everybody in the
gonna
face, and was
come.
like, "Ah, I challenge you to a duel."
No, but we all knew this day would actually come.
I did not. I didn't think it was going to be this direct. That was always my argument. Was I think that raising pricing through like plan changing and perks and different things and whatnot, like going from magenta to 5G, go 5G plus or whatever. Like, yeah, I got perks, but yeah, my bill went up too. You see what I'm saying? I was
But the
paying eighty
perks aren't
dollars.
even the same anymore, because now the perks, they basically put you on the basicest Netflix plan that gives you ads.
Yeah, I mean, I pay for the what's the 4K.
Yeah,
Well,
technically,
yeah,
it's still cheaper with T-Mobile than it is without T-Mobile. So I mean,
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, even if you're paying something. So
So I
yeah.
mean,
But
like,
you're only saving what, like $7 or $6 if you get the 4K plan.
mm, what is it? How much is it now?
I
Fifteen
know,
ninety nine.
I know when it
The
first
4K one
happened,
is 23.
I used to pay. I know when it first came out, I used to pay $4.99 extra for the four screen with 4K, and then it
Yeah,
went to like seven something. I don't know what it is now. It's probably like 10.
it's probably about 10. I don't know what it is anymore. I just know that I paid through my cell phone bill. That's the only thing I know.
So
I'd be like, I don't even look at it. I don't even look at that bill like that.
So the basic plan is 7.99 or 6.99, and then the middle plan is 49, and then the last plan is $23.
Yeah, but that's
And
not. But we gotta know how
but the
much it is
twenty
on
three,
T-Mobile. It ain't that much on T-Mobile. That's
yeah,
the
on
point.
T-Mobile is not that much
That's the point.
You know.
So
because
even if you
I
leave
think they're still.
T-Mobile
I
and
think
you go
they're
to Verizon, how you go to Verizon, then you end up paying full price for Netflix. So it doesn't really matter plus
That's
taxes,
true.
and you got to pay taxes on top of that. Verizon.
But yo, I did a video when T-Mobile was proposed to end up doing a price hike, and I said that I don't think it really matters. I think that you gotta build the network, and the whole idea is to get more customers on your network. And the old Sprint customer was giving look Sprint as they were leaving the building was giving away free lines like left and right. They was like, "Yo, take you want do you want a computer? Here, take this computer. We're getting ready to just leave behind." And those people on your network also they're eating up resources. So I just think that me
Well, I
personally,
mean, one thing that T-Mobile and Sprint had in common was free and affordable.
yes, but you can still be affordable. You just don't need to be. Even T-Mobile has stopped doing free lines per se. Like it's
Yeah,
not
they've
direct.
stopped.
It's not that you don't get a direct free line anymore. I think like you got to do 3 lines before you get your first one free.
Yeah, now they do.
Yeah, but before they were like, "Oh, yo, come in the door." We were like,
It's
I had somebody hop in my car. They were like, "Yo, you get it's buy one get one."
it's $16, Keon,
Oh,
for the Netflix premium under T-Mobile. 16.
yeah, that's the one I have.
Yeah.
So it's what if it's like $10 cheaper,
Yes,
basically close to
so
10.
they're gonna get a deal because they've been riding with them for a while now. But hey, look, I'm just saying, Brandon. I think that, and I still hold true to my original statement. I think that anybody who's complaining right now, they're probably not going to be complaining long. They're going to get the price hike. They're going to look at their bill. They're going to go, "Oh, I'm going to go over here," and they're going to be like, "You can only get 480p streaming." Ooh, no. Oh no, I'm
Well, I
too bougie
mean,
for
I
that.
no, 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 no. I agree with you. Like, eventually, it just becomes old news, and people adopt to it, and I mean, at the end of the day, people will always have iPhones, Androids, and stuff like that. But I don't necessarily think prepaid is gonna end up going crazy and all that. I think all the carriers
Well, look, you know what?
I
I
mean, I
listen.
could see T-Mobile slowing down growth, but I mean, at the end of the day, they don't care because they're still gonna get paid.
No, 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 because all those proposed people that's going to be crying bloody murder are going to end up going to Metro. They're going to
Yeah,
end up
but
going to
even then,
Metro. They're
Metro
not
has
going to. They're not going to AT&T and Verizon. If you're complaining about a $2 price bump, you're not going to
Yeah,
Verizon
because
AT&T.
you're gonna get a $9 one going over.
no, but Edmund, no, but Edmund, even then, like the people that are probably most of the people, I mean, I would say maybe a good 20 to 30% don't pay their bill on time.
Oh, then guess what? That means that's even worse. That they can only go to Metro. Here you go. Here you
That
go.
Metro doesn't give you an extension because prepaid.
They're gonna just cut you off.
Neither does
That's
Verizon.
my
Here you go. Here you go.
Well, at
So
least it ain't that long
customers
of an
seem
extension.
customers seem upset over T-Mobile plan rate increase. Right now, they pull snippets from people here. So James, he got the text, raised my line by $2. Not sure if it's on his Magenta Max or his digit line, but he's gonna cancel probably the digit line. The doctor, he says that everybody wants a piece of the inflation pie. Where was this one where the guy's like, God, they lost goodwill with me. So K84, you know that he's cheap. This person's cheap. T-Mobile shot themselves in the foot. Do you think this person, if you read this whole thing, do you think this person is literally going to go over the Verizon AT&T? Like, you mad they went up $5
Edmund.
on
The
you?
only people that are mad right now are the ones that have their free lines and the people that stand in the middle of the malls.
Probably, but I don't have any free lines, so that's why I think that they're targeting people who, like, they cry, "Oh,
No,
what
but
have you
Edmund,
done
it's
for me
targeting a lot.
lately?" And then they go, "Here's an insider discount that you can use on your bill," which is why everybody don't get the discount.
Like
You see
that.
what I'm saying?
This one guy says he's considering going to Google Five because apparently he likes the T-Mobile network.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
There it
but
is.
but the Google Five sucks. So like, what is he gaining?
Hey,
If he goes for the unlimited plus plan, it'll be $65,
uh,
and he only gets 6 months of YouTube. And how do they treat the data on that thing?
it's
Slower,
probably
slower after 50 gigs. My
yes.
question is, what plan is he even on? That's another thing. This article doesn't tell you what plan he's
No,
on.
no, they don't. And the
It
only
says,
one that comes
oh,
close is this
it
guy.
says simple choice. So he says he's on simple choice. So if he's on simple choice, then Google Five might be good for him.
That's true.
The guy that's below there. Yeah, simple choice. Maybe Google Five is comparable to simple choice.
Yeah, but I mean, true. But here's
Choice
the
is an
thing.
old plan.
That is a very old plan.
So he probably doesn't care about person weight. He probably should have been left. Is my point I'm trying to make.
He
This
says
five
his
dollars
phones are
should.
paid off.
What I'm saying is this guy probably already wasn't a ideal customer to begin with because there's better plans and MVNOs than the simple choice used to be.
That's true.
Depending, for price or whatever. Because I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of these people should have already been gone. Now they're so interested in leaving.
I'm mad. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Honestly, a lot of them are probably customers T-Mobile don't even want. Damn, that sounds mean to say, but there's probably
No,
people they don't
but it's
even
the
want.
truth. It is the God's honest truth.
Like they don't even care about those customers' money. So, like he just said, they don't want your 125. No, because they're probably giving you something that they can't make money on. They can't even make money on you to begin with.
That's why as the week was going on, I'm sitting in the room with everybody and I'm like, I haven't got the text yet. Oh, you'll get it soon. And I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna get it. And then you see this article and then people breaking down oh well, I think it comes back around to people who were dry begging for perks. Like, hey, I'm about to leave. You better give me something for my service being here. And then they secretly all the reps have secret codes they can give to give you $20 off, $10 off, $5 off, depending on how irate the customer is, right? Well, now they're like, yo, we're just reaping we're reaping what we sow. We're taking those back.
Where's my next question? Are any of the simple choice plans even unlimited without
I
you
don't
paying
think so.
extra?
I don't know.
So Simple Choice back then used to have
It says
two or
two,
three,
it's only
6,
two
and then
gigs.
10 gigabytes,
Yeah,
and
but
then they had unlimited.
yeah, but you paid extra for all of those, so they all cost way more than Google Fi. Even Simple Choice before this was way more than Google Fi. And
So
the
if
Google Fi has
anything,
50 gigs. It has 50 gigs before DeepRio. So they should have already been on Google Fi. This dude's an idiot.
mm,
One line of Simple Choice was $50. And if
so
you go to unlimited, it's another 45. So it was
hey,
already
radio,
$95.
there's another way of raising your bottom line. Get rid of people who with bad play.
And the only benefit you got from Simple Choice that you didn't get from the other ones is you got to roll over some of your priority data.
No, Ray, Edmund, my girlfriend has the 10 gigabyte Simple Choice plan,
All right. So
Yeah.
but
that one is $50 plus $30. So even that plan is $80. She'd have been better off in
I don't.
Magenta. She'd have been better off in Magenta.
That's true.
No, but the thing is, a radio is that plan gives you unlimited streaming and music streaming, so it doesn't count against your
I
data.
understand
It
that,
did. They
but you
stopped
ain't
doing that a long time
using.
ago.
But I'm gonna tell you something, Brandon. You ain't using 50 gigs to stream YouTube. It ain't happening. You ain't
No, I
doing it.
know.
So it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. You're getting a perk that doesn't matter in today's world.
Yeah, and then the whole net, net neutral is thrown out the door. So like
So
they stopped
Neutrality.
offering that like
so
5 years ago.
so what I'm getting at is the people that are interviewing in this article are like these Simple Choice customers. They should have been gone before this, and now this is the nail. This is how I know something's not real about this, or these people are that out of touch with the new plans.
Yeah,
They're out of touch with the plans, like
I
in a
agree.
bad way. Yeah, they're way out of
Keep
touch.
in mind that Verizon, let's see, early this year now, AT&T, T-Mobile,
Yeah, these people.
other carriers done it, other follow. 36-month device payments, tiered service plans, streaming services with different plans. Now price adjustments.
Yeah, if you don't
Welcome to
care
the real
about
world.
if you don't care about deprioritization, you could go to Spectrum Mobile if you have them in your area. You're talking
Right.
about $119 a
Xfinity.
month for 4 lines with unlimited data. 4 lines, 119.
So if anything, this
US
could end
Mobile,
up.
140.
If anything, hey, no, Rio, this is perfect timing to go ahead and like let's say that T-Mobile does end up getting the U.S. Cellular customer. Now you don't have to do another round of a whole bunch of cheaper people on your service. Hey, they automatically going to be coming over to you anyway before you even acquire them.
Yeah, you're better at Boost Mobile with 4 lines as well.
That's true.
I don't think they'll inquire US Cellular,
Cool.
T-Mobile.
Oh, it's almost a foregone conclusion. Verizon needs to be part of the deal for it to actually be able to be viable. If they can get Verizon on, it's going to happen. And the last thing that Verizon will want is T-Mobile to have a chunk of their network in California, because that's what US Cellular
US
has. US
Cellular.
Cellular has a chunk of Verizon's network in California, and they get paid from Verizon every month, I think, for it. So if T-Mobile gets US Cellular, they get that chunk also in California.
Wait, what part of California? Because I know US
And I think it's
Cellular is
LA.
in North.
I think it's LA.
No, US Cellular is only in Northern California.
Well, whatever chunk they have is Verizon has been literally openly like, we want that chunk back.
It's probably
And
all
US
rural.
Cellular is like, nah, we good.
It's probably all rural.
Yeah,
Probably.
they're
Well, technically, Brandon, they got US Cellular stores in the let's see. Oh, here we go. I got the map open. Yeah, it's all Northern Cali. It's like
yeah, it's only northern.
north of San Francisco. It's all rural, basically.
Yeah, it's like Reading, Chico, and all that.
Clear Lake, Lakeport, like all basically all. This is where their stores are. They have stores all over Northern Cali. So they probably
Yeah.
cover gaps in between as well. So basically,
Mhm.
yeah, you could say Verizon probably gained a big rural footprint with that. And
Right.
so would T-Mobile.
That's true. But you know
Mhm.
what? I read an article where they were saying that they don't want the towers.
They want this maybe the
They
spectrum.
want the spectrum and the
Yeah.
customers. They don't want the towers.
They probably already Verizon probably already has it covered, but they're probably low on spectrum because what you'll notice is anywhere where like the other three carriers are big, US Cellular literally will have zero spectrum to their name in those areas.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
buy spectrum and not deploy. They literally only deploy what they buy. So if you look in my market, you'll see that they literally own zero airwaves. And guess what? It's 100% roaming for them here. That
Yeah.
Northern Cali area, they probably have a bunch of band 2 and other things that Verizon probably wants. Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, I don't. I mean, I don't think T-Mobile's gonna buy U.S. Cellular in California,
Why
and the
not?
reason and the reason why I say that is because California's gonna be like, you promised us uh
They
Oh,
don't have no
this
control over
amount.
that.
you saying
They
the
wouldn't have
state?
control over that.
If they buy the parent company is theirs. I mean, all they can do is
Yeah.
fight over the.
No, but
So,
I'm saying
so here's
like
my
if they
question: Is
decide
this
about reaching,
how
uh-huh.
far are they from reaching that goal? Do we actually have
Yeah.
real numbers?
Nah, no, there's nothing
No,
definitive yet.
Because we need numbers
but
before you can make these assumptions. We need the numbers.
That's true.
They said 300 average, didn't they?
yeah, but there's no 300 average over there.
I don't know that. I
I
can
don't know it
assume it.
either.
I can assume it, but I don't know it.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean, I
you
was
could
there a
always
few
have.
months back.
Well, like, did you when you were driving around?
The word, remember,
Did
Brandon,
you
the average doesn't mean every spot.
right?
It means
Yeah,
all the highs and lows put together.
No, but didn't they say 90 percent of the states?
I don't think it was physical; it was population.
It had to be population because
There's pops.
90% of the state, you're in the woods, look,
Nobody can do that.
all that forest land that
Yeah.
was burning. You had to put a cell site out there too. No,
Because I know leaving Fresno to Yosemite after like maybe about 20 minutes north of east of Fresno, there's no coverage anymore.
well, it all depends. Matter of fact, this what is it? The satellite deal might end up giving them that coverage. And then here's the thing that will
That
count
that
to the
that would
coverage.
probably be something
That will count
different
to the
though.
coverage, and guess what? It will bring the average up because nothing to something gives you a boost.
Let's see what county.
Um,
Going having a zero, like when you have zeros on your average and it goes up to 2, guess what? It brings your overall average up also.
Let's see what county. I'm trying to look up the spectrum assets over there real quick.
Uh-huh. What, in
Looking at
California?
Mendocino. I'm looking at where US Sailor has stores over there, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to tie it into Spectrum Omega. So Mendocino County, here we go. Oh shoot! So US Sailor in Mendocino County has a total of that's 110,
Hold on, I'm about to pull it up. I'm about to pull it up also.
170 plus 700 megahertz. So we're looking at like 800 and something megahertz of total spectrum, with 700 of that being millimeter wave. US Cellular they have 600 megahertz there. They have 700 megahertz there.
So Northern California?
They have band AWS G Block. They have a piece of that.
yeah, so it would be like Chico and all that area, Red Bluff, Redding.
All right, so this is their 600.
Verizon
That's
probably wants all that.
600
They probably want all that AWS.
probably.
Yeah.
Here's AWS.
Hell, they might even divide it up. Verizon takes the AWS and T-Mobile takes the 600.
Yeah, I think that's probably what ended up happening. Oh, that's the whole block right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's T-Mobile's. Oh no, it's shared. It's good God, it's
Now
shared.
you got it. Now you got to look at it different. It's how you're looking at it. That's why you got all the confusion.
Oh, good God.
It's better to pick the county and then just pick the carrier, so you can only see U.S.
The
Cellular.
one that would probably really know
We
would
don't
probably
we
be
don't need to
RF
see T-Mobile.
Waves.
We need to see the just U.S. Cellular stuff in those counties. Yeah, operator, just do an operator, and then do like Mendocino County. You'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, you got to hit county and depth, not operator county.
Oh,
Yeah, I think. Yep, there you go. You pick the state, then you pick a county, and then it'll show you everybody's assets basically at once. So you're trying to pick a band at the damn time. It's doing too much. Yeah, just pick the state, be California, and then pick the county, Mendocino, and it'll lay out all of them for you.
oh wow.
Mendocino. Damn, is your computer froze, homie?
No, I'm moving it. I'm trying to.
I don't see no mouse on the screen.
No, I'm moving it. Hold on.
The stream must be frozen then.
Mendocino.
There you go. So now, so you can see everybody's. So you can see the mid band holdings is only 10, high band is 100, low band is 66 for US Cellular.
Okay.
So we look, Verizon is low on low band out there.
Yeah, low band. They got 66 megahertz of that.
We got more than Verizon of low band.
Yeah. Mid band
They got more
10.
than AT&T as well.
They got 100 of high.
Basically, they got
which
more
is
low
mid
band.
band.
They got more low band than everybody in that area. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got more low band than everybody. That's why they're valuable out there. Coverage,
Woo.
man, and especially in rural coverage. Yeah, more low band than everybody. And that's upstream and downstream combined, but still. So they got 3 blocks.
Yo, if T-Mobile gets US Cellular, that completes that whole block right here.
Yeah, that'll give them.
That gives them the E, F, and G.
Yep.
Oh, and B of the next. Oh no, that's the 700.
Yeah.
That gives them makes their 700 megahertz a little bit better. But that's only in that one county though.
Only 5x5 of that, but the 600 is pretty big. So 15.
Good job. That would close the gap for them, and then there go Dish.
Yeah, that little slither. Yeah, that little slither. The little 5 megahertz.
Just shoot. Pow, pow, pow. What you doing with that little gun? Get a real one. But yeah,
you see it's up and down chunks for those B, C, D. So it's 5x5 plus 5x5 plus 5x5. It's 15 megahertz. So they have 15 by 15 basically.
But if they acquire this, they're gonna hit that spectrum screening hard.
30 by 30.
they might have to give some of the Dish,
which would probably be fine.
But they're gonna make them buy it.
Of course,
they're gonna make them buy it,
and they ain't got no money, so it don't matter. Yeah,
we have to sell it. Oh, sure, go ahead, buy it. Dish,
T-Mobile
can you jump, sir? Can you jump?
T-Mobile with that little measly 12. Maybe T-Mobile can trade that 12 over to Verizon. Say, hey, you take all the band 12. Let us get the 600. Maybe that's what should happen. Maybe they should buy it and chop it up, chop shop the spectrum.
That's true.
Yeah, it's chop shop.
I think so. Hold on. So this is the
800 holdings.
800 holdings,
which pretty much don't have no value.
But Verizon will probably want to get this chunk here.
Not really.
I mean, they already have it there.
We got 20 by 20. Look at it.
Oh, dang.
That's 2 chunks of 10 for up and 2 chunks of 10 for down. Verizon don't need it. That's 20. And RF told me that a long time ago. He said they got like 20 megahertz. They got a lot more 800 than people think in places. That's 20 by 20 of low band.
And they don't use it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they don't use it.
Not all of it. No, they don't use it all because they had but that's the point. They got a lot more of that band than you would ever think in a lot of places.
All right, so this is the AWS side.
Yep.
So Dish is in it.
Yeah, Verizon USA only got 5x5.
Yeah, they got this little piece right here
in
the AWS 1 and 3, and then PCS. We got AT&T.
Yeah, they got plenty.
T-Mobile barely has anything in that.
I already told you. Anywhere where T-Mobile don't have a lot of PCS, they suck.
Yeah, and then AT&T is just bulldog in it.
And it's the same thing for Verizon. Anywhere Verizon have a lot of band too, they suck. Like my market, they don't have a lot of band too. They suck. You go out to Wilmington, it's a totally different network. Why?
Mm.
They got instead of having 5x5, Verizon got like 15 by
Oh,
15 out
there
there.
go that PCSG block. So
G-Block. That's a Sprint. The old
yeah,
Sprint. That's being gifted to the
AWSH.
satellite.
Yeah, all that's given to the satellite.
Yeah, no one cares. 5x5.
Hey, they just did a what was it? They just did a test video call off of it just recently, from an iPhone.
Let's see what Dish got here. That's 5x5 plus 5x5 plus 5x5. They got a decent amount of H and 4. It's a decent amount.
Right. This is where the N41 is jumping in at.
Yeah, this is where we get into the woods.
Oh
You're gonna be here a week.
God, it's broken. Look how broken
Yeah.
it is.
Man, that broken spectrum is a nightmare, bro.
That is torn to pieces. Look
Mhm.
at this.
Yeah. It's a nightmare.
Hey, boy, I don't know how T-Mobile's gonna do it.
Damn,
But you know what?
well,
Acquiring them might.
you gotta realize they're already leasing most of this, the white spots anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're already leasing it. So even though it's white, it's still technically T-Mobile.
Yeah, it's T-Mobile.
They're leasing most of that that you see there. They got some kind of agreement in place already.
Wow.
So even though it's fragmented on here, it ain't actually fragmented on the broadcast.
No, it's not.
It is in some places, but it ain't like this is a nationwide picture of fragmentation. It's not.
Wow, but that looks bad though.
There we go. We get to the
3.45.
3.45.
3.45.
That is valuable. That spectrum is valuable.
This might end up going to Verizon. No, AT&T if they were in it.
AT&T.
AT&T needs it, and Dish would need this.
Yep. We know Dish can't afford it, so AT&T would get that.
But AT&T's not even part of the talking of this
That's
right there.
10, 20, 30. That's 40 megahertz of that mid-band, bro.
They need it. Oh, God, they need
sir.
it.
That would give them 80 of DOD. Yeah. In that market. That's where the value comes in right there. Like I said, they might be better off just, tell you the truth, the carriers might as well just let US Cellular drown. And then once it drowns, swoop in and buy up the spectrum, auction it off. That might be what actually happens, Keon. It's just a big auction. Yeah. Might be what happens, bro.
But then you know what? But here's the thing: the U.S. government is not going to want the customers to suffer.
That's irrelevant. They're going to already suffer. They're on a network that's literally going to just turn off. What you going to do? What you gonna do? You know, I was wondering.
The CBRS pals. Let's see. Who has it?
Dish and some small private company who's probably leasing it out to Verizon.
Probably. 3.7.
Like what Verizon said, Verizon will use unlicensed, but they also use licensed.
Yeah.
Act like they don't. We're not gonna act like
so
they don't.
Here goes C-band.
Yeah.
And look who has C-band at the bottom. US Cellular.
Got
so
that too.
AT&T is gonna want to get that too.
So US Cellular has, so according to this thing in those counties, that's just like they calling it high band because they separate that from millimeter wave. So this is high band, right?
High band. Yes.
So just high band, US Cellular is sitting on 40, 50, 70 megahertz.
I thought I just saw it. It was 100 megahertz.
Only 40, and that's only 30 more right there. The other one was 40. There must be something else they had that we missed. Scroll back.
Oh, hold on.
But that first chunk we saw was only 40 megahertz of the DoD.
The DoD and then the C-band.
Yeah, well, I know that. That's the C-band was only 30 megahertz. That's 70. So we missed something.
Oh.
There's more. Wait a minute. You'd missed something. Go back. Go back, sir. That's millimeter wave you in now, dog. You went way too far.
No, this is that's 10.
This is 30. That's millimeter wave as well.
No, I don't think this is millimeter wave.
That's millimeter wave. Yes, that's millimeter wave, sir. Look at the numbers. Yeah, it's 25,000. That's millimeter wave.
Oh,
all right. So right here. Wait, slow down. Scroll. All right, stop.
Right there.
So look, US Cellular, 10, 20, 30. Oh, right. Whoa, no. That's 20, 40, 60. I've
They're in
heard the two
20. They're
pack.
in 20
Yeah,
megahertz
20.
jumps.
So that's 60, right? Okay, yeah. We're correcting. It is 100. So hell, they got 100 megahertz of what we call mid band. Here they call it high band. They got 100 megahertz. That's valuable, dog.
Yeah,
And who is it most
and
valuable to?
AT&T
Yeah, it's most valuable to AT&T. Man,
is
AT&T.
more. I don't
But
see
but the
Verizon wanting
but
it because
the
it's not. It wouldn't be continuous.
so what it seems like to me is what's going to have to happen is that AT&T and T-Mobile are going to have to split U.S. Cellular up. That's the only logical answer.
That's all. Yeah.
Is they buy in, T-Mobile pays less, takes the 600 that AT&T doesn't want because T-Mobile really only probably wants the 600,
Yeah.
and then AT&T probably
I
wants
mean,
all
here's the
that
thing:
mid band.
they could just have T-Mobile buy U.S. Cellular, so the customers don't suffer, and then
And then they
force them to auction
sell it.
off.
Then they sell the band, the other band too. Basically, we
Right.
buy with an agreement to sell the other bands to AT&T.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I think they're going to end up doing. Is like, yo, you can't have that. You're not going to be able to keep all that spectrum. So get rid of like you gotta devalue, divest yourself
So what this
of
shows
it.
me? So just look, wait. Go back again to Verizon. What are their
Uh-huh.
holdings? They're light too.
Are they light
20,
there?
40, 60, 70, 80, 90. They only got 100.
Oh,
Verizon would want the rest of that too.
that's true.
Yeah, they got that. Yeah, they're gonna want more than 100. But you know what? It's those unpopulated counties. There ain't no people up
Ooh.
there. That's probably why Verizon might have went light over there. There's no population. They only got 100 up there.
And that's why T-Mobile was able to get away with 190 nationwide, where only Verizon was only doing like maybe 160. The average goes down as they got into non-populated areas.
Yeah. Verizon might still want it in the long run though, as home internet takes off in rural.
That's true.
So I'm gonna say Verizon might actually want to fight AT&T for that spectrum.
You might want to get that chunk, boy. You might want to get that chunk, boy.
So I think Verizon has the most to gain from the U.S. Cellular purchase, sir.
Which, hey, I mean, that means
T-Mobile
that
does.
AT&T wasn't even talked about. Verizon was. It was a possible, investment of Verizon in it because T-Mobile only wanted to spend like $2 billion.
Yeah, Verizon may be the better buyer for U.S. Cellular, and then they sell T-Mobile the 600 because they don't.
True.
The reason why I say this, Verizon already has the gear up for those bands, but they don't for 600. Why would they even want to go back and do that?
But
T-Mobile would,
Verizon, but then here's the thing: Verizon will get the customers if it's just Verizon
I don't think the government.
acquiring it,
I
and
don't
the
think the
government's not
government
going to let them
cares.
do that.
I don't think the government cares.
I don't
U.S.
know.
Cellular isn't big enough to matter. They're too small. Some of the MVNOs Verizon bought have more customers than U.S. Cellular, bro.
But it would look at it from this standpoint. It would make more sense. Well, I would think it makes more sense for a T-Mobile being like quote unquote the second on paper, third in real life carrier grabbing U.S. Cellular than the number one carrier grabbing U.S. Cellular.
I still see it possible because, well, once again, it goes back to the cost. That spectrum is not valuable to T-Mobile. Only the 600. It ain't worth spending $2 billion to only use the 600. It's the point I'm trying to make. Now T-Mobile has to go back into a thing where they got to wait for somebody to come buy the other bands that they can't really deploy without putting up new antennas. Doesn't make sense. I'm just saying it makes more sense for the person who actually needs those bands to buy it than T-Mobile.
True.
And then sell the bands they don't want.
But I really do think that if anything, the government's going to want those customers to be somewhere.
Yeah, but I don't think the government, I don't think when we get to
the company.
But when we get down to the bottom of the barrel, I don't think the government's going to have a choice because there's customers going to be getting kicked off no matter what. That's the point I'm trying to make to you. That's what I'm saying. It ain't going to matter.
There's not going to be any private entity. There's not going to be any private entity that's going to jump in there and be like, all right, cool, we're going to buy these customers up. And they're definitely not going to pay $1 billion for them.
Worst case, the government will tell Verizon you can't raise their plans for so many years. And we already know U.S. Cellular plans are high. They're not even cheaper than Verizon. So I don't think Verizon have a problem with that.
That's true.
I don't think Verizon cares. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't think the pricing isn't going to be an issue because U.S. Cellular is already overpriced. I've seen their plans. They suck.
Yeah, they do suck. They
So
suck
I don't.
bad.
Verizon could probably laugh like, "Yo, our rate plans are better than theirs, Gov." Yeah, we ain't gonna
I'm
raise prices.
I'm trying to see what the $2 billion that T-Mobile wants to spend. I mean, they don't get this. They don't get DoD. They're not going to get
No,
C-band.
they DoD. You didn't see the damn thing we just looked at.
No,
There's DoD
I
in there.
didn't.
3.45 is DoD.
Yeah,
US
but
Cellular had it. They had that in there. That's my point.
yes,
So all the carriers, I'm saying all the carriers go in and buy it and divvy it up.
that's true.
T-Mobile will be getting the least valuable spectrum out of the deal, which will be the 600.
Here, I want to see. Let me
AT&T
pull
take
up.
the 3.45, Verizon take the C-band, and everybody has a good day.
Let me pull up the
Makes
my
more
neck of the
sense.
woods. Let me pull up my neck of the woods. So this is Eastern North Carolina.
Yeah.
Let me go back up to the
Yep.
top.
Put your county in.
Let's see.
You gotta change the state.
North Kakalaki. That's South Carolina.
South Carolina.
North Carolina. There we go.
Man.
Craven County is where I'm from.
Oh, here's the rain again.
All right, here we go.
Look how much different this looks.
Yeah,
We're still sitting at 100 megahertz high band.
T-Mobile has 190. Is that 100?
191.
191.
Yep. T-Mobile is short on low band.
Yep. And
No,
they would
no. Well, not short. They still have more than everybody but US Cellular. You see? Once again, we're in the same boat again. The only value to T-Mobile is the low band. Verizon and AT&T would value the so-called high band. It's the same exact story. Yeah.
All right, so let's look at the spectrum chart.
They got
here.
way more 700 over here.
Yeah, yep.
Well, just basically double, but and Verizon only has the upper. AT&T has less.
AT&T would want that 700.
Yeah, they have less 700. Yeah, AT&T
Verizon,
will want the 700 for band 12. Oh, did I see T-Mobile not having any band 12?
Yeah, none.
Yeah, they have no band 12 over there, which they don't really need. It sucks anyway.
They don't. I don't think they're gonna plan on using it either.
Yeah, so
not as much as they would like. So
look, US
that's the 800.
You see how much less 800 Verizon has here?
Yeah,
it's 10. What is that? 5? Is that 10 by 10? It's still a lot. Actually, no, they still have a lot, kinda. Those channels are weird. Look at it. 835 to 844.
I don't understand that.
That's basically 10. But then look at the next one. It's only 846 to 848, 2 megahertz. They got like
you know what
that
800 megahertz
and a half
channel set is weird, man. Because like that look right here, that 800 side right here. I bet it does a lot of overlap.
Yeah. Well, either way, Verizon's actually short on that, and they would want US Cellular's actually.
Right.
So Verizon's looking like a candidate again.
Mm-hmm. At Verizon, it looked like they're gonna have to be part of the deal for what to happen.
Yeah, they're gonna have to be part of the deal for it to make sense. Already deployed
Dish, Verizon, AWS.
Verizon has 2 different chunks of AWS, equaling 10 by 10 for Verizon on AWS.
Okay.
10 by 10 for T-Mobile.
US Cellular got a small baby sliver.
Now here's where it gets into PCS. This is what make or break network for me. And Verizon has.
They're smack dab in the middle.
That's 5 by 5 plus 5 by 5 plus 10 by 10. Verizon got a lot of PCS over there. See, Verizon probably does good over in that market, bro. They got like 15 megahertz. 15 by 15.
But they must be having a poor coverage though. Cell site poor coverage.
But I'm not referring to signal issues. I'm talking about performance. You could be right next to a tower here, and if you don't have band 2, that network sucks before before UW came in. But I went out your way, and Verizon was day and night difference without UW. It was band 2. That band 2 is magic, bro.
So there go that PCS G block.
Yeah.
Dish, AWSH, AWS 4.
5x5 plus 5x5 plus 5 plus 10x10. So that's 10. So 20. Yeah, they got quite a bit of AWS. They're doing good on AWS actually. You get 200 megs through that.
All right, and this is where the nightmare
Yeah, man.
happens right here.
Ain't no point in looking at this.
That's the nightmare.
You can't decipher it no way. You wanted to. We know it's 191. That's it. That's
It's
all that matters.
191.
Yep, that's it. That's all that matters. And then here goes the money shot. Right here. Once again,
3.4.
DLD. 3.4. That's 10.
Boom.
That's 10, 20, 30, 40 megahertz of DLD.
That's
So
that would be AT&T.
the AT&T
AT&T or Dish, but Dish is not gonna be able to
Dish
jump
can't
that
afford
high.
it, so they don't even matter. So AT&T, that's what I'm saying. This company is better off being broken up for auction, bro. And that might be what ends up happening.
If they don't close on it, that's probably what's gonna end up happening. And all those customers are gonna just run away.
That or T-Mobile does buy it, then they sit on the spectrum talking about, hey, when y'all want to let us know, AT&T, Verizon. That's almost why Verizon almost can't let T-Mobile buy it, because then they're gonna have to pay T-Mobile for the spectrum when they end up needing it.
Yeah,
and
and
AT&T as well.
they got the same issue here.
Yep, that's
what is it?
20, 40,
20,
60.
40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140.
I got more here, but so they got 140. That's pretty decent.
Yeah, better than what wouldn't it be nice to go ahead and get this last?
AT&T needs it more. They only got 20, 40. They only got 80. That would give them 100, 110. They give them 120. AT&T
could you see a weird deal where AT&T grabs this, but they have to divest some back to Verizon. Verizon pays for
I doubt it.
The rest of it down, so they can have a continuous.
I'm betting whoever buys it keeps it, and it is continuous. Look at it. It's 40 to 3840 to 3860. It's already contiguous, bro. Look, 3920, then right off until USA. It starts at 3920. It's already contiguous for them. They don't need to break it up with Verizon for it to be continuous. It's already contiguous.
Oh,
look at the numbers.
Well, no, because this is 3920.
Okay, look at the end. Look at the end of AT&T's 3920. It's already contiguous.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's already there.
Yeah, it's already contiguous.
Yeah, it's already contiguous. So that's good. So AT&T will be the natural person to buy it. They combine it with their DoD and they smoke.
This is what
millimeter wave. Yeah, it's called millimeter wave. Yeah, I'm thinking this gets chop shopping, bro. Hell, US Cellular might be they might be better just selling it themselves. Like, really think about it, bro. You tell me, look,
a yard sale.
Look, you kill AT&T. Like, look, bro, we'll give you our 60 megahertz of C-band nationwide, $2 billion. That's cheaper than AT&T paid for what they bought already.
That's true.
See, that's what I'm saying. US Cellular might do better just auctioning off in pieces. They probably could look, if they would have just auctioned it off to the other carriers, they probably come out with $20 billion. But if they sell the whole company, they only got to get $2 billion.
Yeah, $2 billion.
The towers,
$3 billion at most.
The towers is maybe only worth anything to T-Mobile. The rural towers, that's the only thing maybe even worth anything to anybody else. The spectrum is worth more than the towers.
This area, it might happen in this lowland area right here, like where the Potomac River is. Pamlico, sorry.
What's that, the Potomac?
Sorry.
Like,
Pamlico River. Yeah, so the Pamlico River, I know this river. Like, all this is lowlands, right? So I went to go with my cousin over here, and nobody worked except AT&T, and it barely worked.
Yeah.
So all this lowland here wasn't even covered yet. So I think US Cellular had coverage here.
That's what I'm saying. So their tower grid is outdated stuff. A lot of these, like we already know, there's already Verizon and T-Mobile overbuilding them in a lot of these places. So the grid ain't worth much. The spectrum is. Their mid-band spectrum is probably worth more if they were to auction it off. The problem is they're still operating a network on this crap.
Yeah.
They need to go ahead and come up with a deal to move the customers off to somebody else, and then auction the spectrum off independently. And that's probably how they can get the most bang for their buck. And they can turn around with their parent company and dump that money into more fiber builds.
That's true.
if they would have just auctioned the spectrum, they could probably pull $20 billion out. Real talk. Because I see just a C-band and DoD being worth at least $10 billion.
That's true. I mean, the chunks that they have, they and where they have it at.
But you know what? I might be thinking about it wrong because it's not nationwide.
No, it's not nationwide, and like you said,
probably still
USA
worth
only
more
bought
than
in the area that they would operate in.
But it's probably still worth more than $2 billion. It's just raw spectrum. It's probably still worth maybe, let's say, $7 billion of raw mid-band. They ain't even counting the low band. The low band might be worth, I don't know, 900 million.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And they got a whole lot of that.
Yeah, they got like 80, 90 megahertz of low band.
They're the only ones that's out doing T-Mobile when it comes to low band.
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to see what it looked like nationwide. Hold on. Operator. Low band.
You have to zoom out to see what you have to zoom way out.
Just this area here. That's what I'm just trying to look at.
Yeah, you got to find out what blocks.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah.
That's them. That's the 700 lower.
Mm-hmm. See, there's even holes in that.
Yeah, and then let's see what the 3.4 look like. Oh,
whole area, yeah, that's a pretty big chunk of North Carolina and Virginia.
That's a nice chunk of North Carolina, Virginia.
Yeah, that's a lot of rural home internet. That's all I'm saying.
That's West Virginia too.
Mm-hmm. A lot of rural home internet.
Do you want T-Mobile to grab this? Do y'all really want that to happen?
They're not going to have to deploy antennas for it. They don't want to do that. They already got C-band they didn't deploy.
Wake up, Verizon. Wake up. Wake your butt up.
I'm waiting on that to happen. I'm waiting on the day when T-Mobile goes, oh, Verizon, you need some more? Yeah, we'll lease the C-band to you. Then we ain't going to deploy. Yeah. It may happen in some places where Verizon needs extra bandwidth. It may happen eventually.
That's true. I mean, this is the section that they're going to be working with.
Yeah.
All this area here. Wisconsin.
Yeah, those are probably places where you could do a lot of home internet customers on that extra additional
all of Iowa
capacity. Yeah.
Nebraska.
All of Nebraska.
Oh yeah, Omaha, right smack dab right there. Except they don't have something in Lincoln.
The state's about to get some DoD.
Yeah.
The Omaha State.
Omaha State, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
More tender with the penetration from the 3.45 waves.
And then that Northern California section.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe this is going to end up getting chopped.
Poor customers.
Even if T-Mobile were to buy it, they're going to end up sitting on that spectrum for a long time. They were to buy the whole thing. That's why I say I don't know.
But they will be forced to sell, though.
This is the scenario. Well, we need new brains at the FCC, man, because a new brain person would already be working in this already. Be like, hey, check this out. We know USO is going down. We need to go ahead and come up with a plan today for these customers and a plan today for this spectrum. Check this out. We want you to get this, you to get this, you to get this. Figure out the details and pay USO.
That's true.
But no, you know what they're going to do? We're going to end up still talking about this unused spectrum 10 years from now because they're going to be not being proactive.
Look, the company's going to be long dead. The tower's going to be rotten. And they're going to be like, yo, that spectrum still ain't being touched.
Or worse, you're going to get a private equity company roll up in there and buy
worse.
Buy it and then sit on the spectrum and then let it run up in value as the networks get congested. And then they'll come back out of the woods like, oh, y'all congested now? We give you extra bands for, 50 billion.
50 band, 100 bands, baby, right here, baby. Let's go.
The problem is,
but that means that that means that it would be better if you can hold a carrier to account where they have to sell it versus a private equity company that can just sit on it and no ties.
Yeah, but then they would say that that's like a communistic thing, Private equity wants equal play in the game, and so they'll do the same thing Dish did, buy it and sit on it for 10 years,
Oh,
and then
hey,
once.
look, you could either you buy the company now, right out. Which understand they went a long time. They were saying that they were for sale for like 6 months. So if we're just now after 6 months, then we coming back around to T-Mobile, supposedly getting it. I mean, private equity don't want to pay the price for it
Not
because that
yet.
means which means that you have to buy the customers too. And I bet that's what's tied into it. It's the customers. Nobody wants to buy the customers. They want the spectrum, but they don't want the customers.
Well, if you remember, if you go back and look at like the Alltel acquisition, for example, a part
Yeah.
of that deal when Verizon bought Alltel is that they had to sell AT&T the certain number of the customers.
Mm.
They gave AT&T like 275,000 customers in like one state.
Right.
Part of those deals, so it's not unheard of to have a sale of the customers involved in the deal. So private equity can roll up and say, okay, yeah, we want the spectrum, we don't want the customers. What do we got to do? And the government says, hey, you need to sell these customers to AT&T over here.
So
Verizon over
are
there.
we evaluating U.S. Cellular customers at $1 billion or a
No,
little less than $1 billion?
not even worth it. Nope.
Damn.
No, they only got 4 million customers, bro.
Mm.
They
But they
ain't
got
worth
chunks.
that
But they
ain't worth
got
a
chunks
billion.
of the United States, though. That's the whole crazy thing.
Tiny chunks because
They got meaning. Look, if you already
what is
have
the pop,
something,
bro?
that is a meaningful chunk.
What is the population of just Northern California, big dog?
Mm.
They don't even have a freckle on the nipple of the titty in the subscribers in Northern California. Okay, that's
the freckle
nothing.
of a nipple. No radio. That's so
The
wrong.
freckle on a nipple on a titty.
Oh,
Like, was it white on rice and a glass of milk on a paper plate in a snowstorm? Yeah, it ain't.
oh,
4 million customers is nothing. I think Spectrum Mobile has more. That's 39 million people in just the state of California, sir. They got USA has 4 million nationwide customers. There's more people in New York, bro. There's more people in New York City than USA that has its customers.
Probably more people in New York. One of the boroughs.
There's 10 million mugs in New York City, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You telling me Brooklyn couldn't fill up US Cellular right now?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, dog, their customers ain't that valuable. Their customers probably worth at the most 700 million or less.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
because customers are cheap nowadays. That's the point I'm trying to make. Customers are cheap.
But I'm just telling you, man. I feel that let the company just die and everybody kicking over the carcasses is worse for the United States to let it happen than to just let a carrier grab it all and then force them to give up some assets. It's a whole lot better for them to do that.
How much did Mint Mobile sell for?
What's like 1.5 billion?
And they had 4 million customers. But they didn't have the overhead of a network.
That's true.
So when we deduct network overhead from 1.34, because they had the same amount of customers as US Cellular. When you deduct network overhead, what is the customers? Because remember, you're buying towers and everything with US Cellular.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
But you don't. But you're not.
Doesn't want to buy the towers.
But you're not. What I'm saying, a company who's going to have to sell off the customers ain't getting towers out of the deal. They're only getting the customers.
Right.
And they're not buying, probably not buying the operations. They're not buying the corporate offices. They're not getting any of that stuff. They're not keeping none of the company vehicles. Nothing.
Nope.
So I mean, we're talking about
that lonely tower that was in the woods on was it Undercover Boss? They don't want that thing.
They don't want it. I stand by it. The customers are probably worth less than $900 million.
I would say somewhere between 500 to 700 million.
Yeah, so the total company gets sold for $2 billion. The customers is probably only like 900 million of that. The rest of it is going to be whatever assets they've acquired over this time. Towers, obviously the spectrum, company vehicles. Think about it too. You got to realize when you buy them, they have existing lease agreements that ain't completed. I mean, there's
Oh yeah,
a
no, you don't
lot of
want that.
all that is devaluing, not adding to the value.
Nope.
That's the reason why, like I said,
Man,
I
they
got a
might
feeling
try to throw it in for free. They were like, hey, you get those seat covers for free. I thank you for doing your business with me.
they're like, here's some refrigerator magnets that we was giving away. You got 1 million refrigerator magnets. Buy one
Hey,
company, get 1 million refrigerator magnets.
hey, look, I don't know, but hey, even if if, if U.S. Cellular built their own towers and then lease them, then the land alone would be valuable, wouldn't it?
If they own the land.
If they own the land, because I mean, U.S. Cellular was known for it, but we don't know.
But
But they
even
never grew
then,
outside of it.
here's the problem though. The land ain't worth that much neither because there's a big freaking tower sitting on it.
But
And
that
unless
big
unless you need the tower, the new owner got to get the tower off and clean it off. It ain't worth nothing.
wait, hold on. It's a whole lot better than a whole bunch of bad leases.
Bro, think about it. Most of these towers don't even have an acre of land. An acre of land is on average only worth $25,000 to $30,000, Keon. They don't even have an acre. They be having like a half an acre, quarter of an acre in rural places where land is cheap for like 12 grand.
That's true.
Who gonna pay you for land with a big freaking tower sitting on it when there's land right next to it with no tower? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. The land ain't worth that much. It ain't. Land. My brother-in-law just told me that he found an acre of land the other day for $21,000. Because he's talking about building a brand new house from scratch. $21,000 for an acre. Now, all I'm saying is that tower is useless.
Shame.
It's only worthy to a person that has a telecom company. And if T-Mobile and AT&T or Verizon have a co-locate down the street, they don't care about that tower. Yeah, man. Maybe Dish could maybe care.
No.
If they expand more, but even for them, it's probably better to freaking co-locate the other site that already has upgraded fiber and everything running to it.
And you don't have to run assets to it or try to upgrade the assets at it.
And it's one of them fast 3G USA sites. It's got a T1 line running to it.
Oh, that fast 3G, man. Apparently it wasn't fast enough. US Cellular, if you just made it a little bit faster, sir, you got up to 4G, you would have been all right.
This goes back to they should have sold earlier, but the one thing I'll give them that they did smart is they bought that mid-band spectrum. That was smart of them. That right there gave them their value. Without that, they don't have a value.
Oh no, they would be nothing.
Yeah, they don't even have a value without those bands, that C-band and the DoD. They don't have value. So, but we'll see what happens, bro. I got a feeling that a year from now we're gonna still be having this conversation.
I don't know, man. I mean, hey,
6
months ago, it was up in the air, but now that there's reports saying that T-Mobile and Verizon possible,
either Verizon buys it or it sits for another 5 years. That's what my deduction is, because it's worth more.
But US Cellular wouldn't even make it another 5 months.
Well, it ain't about making it. I said sit. Sit means there's being nothing done. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't say the company be in business 5 years, sir. I said this assets will sit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
US Cellular can go out of business. That doesn't mean somebody has to buy them. You don't have to buy anything, sir.
That's true.
The government ain't gonna force a carrier to buy US Cellular.
But hey, look, I just say I would think that they want the customer to be taken care of. Like that's how I would look at it. I mean,
but once again, that's gonna happen automatically.
Yeah, a natural progression if you just left it alone.
No one has to buy them in order for the customer to be taken care of. Is the point I'm trying to make.
Oh, okay.
Those customers will leave on their own because the company's out of business. If there's a McDonald's on your street and they ain't making no profit, the government don't go, oh Lord, somebody got to buy the McDonald's so you can get the cheeseburgers. No, the McDonald's is closing. You got to go across town to get a cheeseburger.
But that's different. If you had a subscriber base of people buying cheeseburgers,
are these people in contracts? Are these people are they owe money? Hey, part of you going out of business, you gotta resolve them of their debt. That is taking care of the customer. absolve them of their debt. You're filing bankruptcy. You can assume all that debt in your bankruptcy. Bam, customer's taken care of.
That's true.
You don't have to keep towers operational because somebody uses the service. That's not how the law works, Keon.
No. I was thinking more along the lines of the customer side.
The customers don't matter from the legality standpoint. You don't have to keep a business open because people have service with you. You tell them you're closing and they stop paying you. Very simple. You act like they're gonna still be paying and not have service. That's not what's gonna happen. They're gonna stop paying and also not have service from them and get it somewhere else.
That's true. Oh man,
I could have told you 15 years ago that U.S. Cellular was going to go out of business. I didn't.
Oh no, it was already. The writing was on the wall. Like especially after the merger, after the Sprint T-Mobile merger. No, it was what I saw after that merger. It was over. They were dead. Oh no,
what is the point? They were dead before that.
But hey,
U.S. Cellular was dying in 2009, Keon. They were dying already, sir. It got nothing to do with none of these mergers. They were dying regardless.
Hey, look,
if even if the merger doesn't happen, guess what? U.S. Cellular still dies. That's the point I'm trying to make to you.
They would have held on a lot longer though, because a broken Sprint and a broken T-Mobile.
They wouldn't. You know why? You know they wouldn't, because Verizon was still going to probably end up covering their area, and their prices aren't better.
That's true.
What I'm saying, if their prices were somehow better, that would be different. But they weren't. Their prices suck. Their prices are terrible.
Hey, look, you remember that stretch of what was it called? Because Snead covered it, where T-Mobile was ending like roaming agreements with U.S. Cellular. Yeah, everybody was like, "Oh, that's crazy." I'm like, "Oh, I don't think that's crazy."
They were covering that stuff. That's the thing. They were covering it.
Like, I don't think that's crazy. And when I was hearing that USA was losing those joint roaming agreements, I was like, "Oh, that's bad," because that means that they don't need you anymore.
Yep.
They saw themselves like, we're good.
I'll tell customers used to roam on U.S. Cellular a whole lot. That ended a long time ago.
See.
I said they were going to die no matter what. You got to realize, Kia, U.S. Cellular was operating their whole network on like 5x5 forever.
I believe it.
They didn't start buying no Spectrum till like freaking 2019 or something. They were going to die no matter what they did. I remember because
they were pulling it. They were going like, "Hey, we're going to be Spectrum hoarders now. Let's go."
I knew they were trash. Whenever my homeboy, he was from Sanford area, where they actually had U.S. Cellular stores, and he got a line or whatever. And we're talking about 3G. We're talking about 3G days. And I was like, "Oh, word, U.S. Cellular, never heard of that." And then he pulls the phone out. He does a speed test, and homeboy was getting like 1 meg.
Oh God!
And I pulled mine out, and I was getting like 15. And I was like, I don't know what company that is, but they suck. You know why he was getting 15?
Why?
Because he was roaming. He was roaming on the legacy Altel.
Dang.
Legacy Altel early Verizon stuff. He was roaming, and they would deprioritize the absolute crap out of him.
Well, hey, look, this is an ongoing process, so we're going to be watching this slow motion massacre as it unvelops. I'll try to keep people updated what's going on. No radio, sir. I want to say thank you. I was going to do a self-driving car one, but we talked a lot tonight.
We don't need no self-driving car.
Hey man, hey.
Yeah, you need a hope.
Hey,
you need a hope.
My job is on the line here. We talking.
I know, that's why you need to stop upping it so much. You about to be working at the post office too.
I'm excited about technology, but I also see the demise of what I do. So
I see your future is a job at the post office.
I do too. Oh Lord, don't revive me.
You know why? You know why I said that.
Because the radio. I just say so. That's what's gonna mean that my wife was right the whole time, and I could not let that happen.
Hey,
I cannot let that happen.
You need to watch the movie Hollywood Shuffle.
Oh Lord,
because he ended up at the post office too.
I could not let my wife be right. You cannot do that. You
So-
could never live it down.
Sometimes the estrogen producer has to be right. You like I did that too.
Nay, I say
Not
nay.
the
Nay.
the estrogen producer.
Oh no, radio. Understand something. I will follow my sword before that happens.
You no. Once this stops too, I want to holler at you.
All right. Thank y'all for watching, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. The memberships are live. I don't have any members yet. Trying to get some. If you like to talk about tech, nerdy about certain things, you get a chance to openly be a nerd. Nothing, no bounds attached. Unapologetic nerdism. Feel free to come over to my membership page, into the Discord where you can nerd out, put some articles up, and then we can end up probably talking about it, record it, and or go live about it also. So all opinions are welcome. That's what I'm working on right now. And No Radio, thank you for stopping by, sir. With
Always
all the
here to-
rain, with all the sleepy rain sounds that you had in the background.
and all the excessive hating that I have to do.
Oh yes. But thank you for stopping by, man. And everybody, thank y'all for stopping by. Also, y'all have a good evening. Do 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 do.